Good day, everybody. What is that we can learn from the crisis which Sri Lanka is going and what Pakistan is going? Everything should have a learning model. The crisis management and a kind of disaster management of what has happened in these two, a great lessons that we have to learn is one, politicians can become a mafia of the soul if they are not going in the right direction. If you see in Pakistan, no prime minister has stayed for the tenure. And the word Pakistan means Pakistan. Pak means purity. All right? We have to be pure. The word Pakistan is such a nice word. Pak is pure. Are they practicing? As Kalidasa says, Vakarta iva sampraktau vakarta pratapetade, means word and the meaning should be united. So what I learned from here and Sri Lanka, may God bless both the countries, what we learn is management resources was not dexterously employed. They didn't plan properly. If you don't plan, you perish. First important thing. See, there is what is called in planning is self-management. You have to manage your resources. What is happening in Pakistan or even Sri Lanka, their resources, political resources are all a chaos. So therefore self-management, how to bring the best self in me, how to renounce the bad self in me, self-management is missing. Right? Materials management. See, for example, Sri Lanka, tourism is the only source of income. Tea, rubber, coconut export was the sources of income. So that is a very minimum sources of income. You should have multiple sources of income. When I have traveled to Sri Lanka, I found practically there's hardly any colleges. All right. So again, financial management was poor, self-management poor, material, they have resources, but the material management is also poor. Finance management, they don't even have a planning. You go on printing notes, then you will mess up. All right? Know-how, there's a lot of know-how, but the know-how management is poor there. People management is so poor. As I know in Sri Lanka, a lot of people are exported more like servants, etc. All right, know-how management, all right, skill management. People have skill, be it in Pakistan, people have in Sri Lanka, but skill more management, acumen was poor, and spiritual management, right? Sri Lanka is a Buddhist country, so spiritual there. Pakistan has a rich culture, but poor spiritual management. So what is that we learn is the resource management was not planned properly, executed properly, and the politician in Sri Lanka, the politician in Pakistan is a chaos. When you are in chaos, you are not a cosmos. So one important, if you are supporting a terrorist, you will get terrorized by the terrorist. If you are supporting something wrong, why should one family take over? All right, in Lanka. All right, and therefore it's mess up, sir. So therefore, I will say a great lesson is, please see, Sri Lanka did not know how to expand its resources, create a technology of education better, and these multiple managements was poorly managed, both in Pakistan and also in Sri Lanka. A great lesson for us to learn. So therefore, have agility, stability and mobility. This is where we need to understand. If you don't do all this, then there are holes. See, a bucket, you put in water, pull it up. Again it is empty. Put the bucket, pull it up, empty. And the master came and said, look at the bucket bottom, there is hole. And when your water is filled in the bucket, and when you pull it out, through the hole it goes away. The holes, what Sri Lanka went through, Pakistan, let India and the world learn, pray and wish them all the best, but learn right lessons. Don't get lost in criticizing, be more invest in learning. I wish and pray both the economies will grow well. God bless you all.